your motherfucking dollars on niggas and bitches. Weed. Flying motherfuckers back and forth. That's what you spent your money on. Jewelry. You ain't spend it on family. You didn't spend it on family. And when a motherfucker did get some, guess what? They got to do something for it. It ain't genuine. Keep your money. A man and his money will depart. Believe that. An ignorant man with money will depart. I push you out this ass, nigga. You don't disrespect me. You mad because I told you disrespectful, you narcissist? That's what you did? Then gonna upload a motherfucking picture. You disrespectful, boy. You disrespectful. It's a motherfucker. And you need your ass whooped. That's what you need. Real motherfucking talk. And I swear to God, you ain't never got to do a motherfucking thing for me again. I don't want your dirty money. Because you ain't going to have it long. God going to make sure of that. God going to make sure of that. You foul, boy. You foul. You spent $4 million. Wow.
All right, so before we get started, let me add a little context to the viewers out there. So basically, this is the rapper from Memphis, Finesse 2tymes. That's his mom. They've been going back and forth on social media. It's a lot to unpack here. I definitely think this is one of them conversations where nobody's going to be wrong. I think everything everybody say is going to be right. I could be wrong, but man, I'm gonna let Quality go first. Quality he hardly goes first, so I want Quality to chime in on that. I agree with you, Ben. I totally agree with you.
My dog, Quality, my dog.
Yeah, I agree with Ben too, man. That's a really sad relationship between the two of them. But I mean, it's like you say, no one's gonna be wrong here. But all due fairness, that son does not have any obligations to do anything for his mother. That's just fair, you know. He made that money. Now she done things for him, of course. When he was young, she took care of him. She, you know, mother raised all that there. So you would think that the son morally, meaning as in you do it if you want to do it, but morally would want to make sure that she's well off. But if he chooses not to do so, I don't understand why she's so upset about it. The social media part of it, I think, it's like the way people fight. It can be used in a good way, but it can be used in a terrible way. Most times when it's us, we're using it in a terrible way. Most times, not all the time. But in this particular situation, if you fighting all over social media and all that about this ain't even a fight to have, Mom. Like, just let it be. You feel how you feel, and you what she's saying. If you know, ignorant people will depart from their money. You know these are facts. So just let it be. You know, give it time, let it happen. But you ain't got to talk about it. You don't have to be like that. So that, I guess that's my issue with it right there. The bitterness of it. I don't like neither one of the family members fighting like this on social media about this particular situation. But that's my plane landed.
All right, so we gonna let Rich go, and hopefully he won't take long to land his plane. Go ahead.
Listen, man, I don't mean no disrespect. Everybody, I know, everybody should love their mother. You know what I'm saying? But we know our mamas. We know our mothers. And I'm not a bad judge of character at all. That's one of my strong points. And looking at her, I don't think the apple fall too far from the tree. You see what I'm trying to say? Because I'm a parent and I don't feel my children owe me anything. It's not their obligation to do shit for me. My obligation is to make sure you go farther than I am and better than I am. And if that means me not having and you having, so be it. You know what I'm saying? So as her as a parent going on there and having to do that, I understand y'all relationship fucked up. Because you shouldn't have to do that about your child. Because I know every man that I know that has a mother, if he could, he gonna do. I don't care what kind of, she could be a dope fiend crackhead on the street. You gonna do for mama if you can, man. It's just in you. So it's something going on there deeper than that, that she going and lash out and like that. And then you speaking ill on him. I hope you depart from your money. She put God on the man. Come on, man. Come on, mama. Chill out. You don't have to do all that. And you wouldn't be doing that if you didn't have no money. I couldn't do that because guess what I feel like, fellas? I feel like I'm a loser. Why I gotta depend on my child? I feel like a loser that I would have to go on a rent like that.
Hey,
Even if
Rich.
my son got 100 million, I'm not gonna go on the rent. I feel like because I'm a loser, you gotta take care of me. Cause I
Hey,
fucked
Rich.
up in life.
Rich.
Nah, player.
No, I ain't trying to cut you
Yeah.
off. I want you to continue. Who she sound like a young version of?
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
We just talked
You
about it.
see? Uh-huh.
That sounded like
Uh-huh.
an old Shikari Richardson.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's
Only
that
difference
mind
is
state though.
she tore down her son. Shikari tore down her man, but that's usually how it works when they get married.
But
Tell your
that's the average black woman gonna tear down a black man. But like I say, man, I'm not knocking your parenting skills, lady, because I don't know you, but you don't out your kids like that. I'm sure a phone call could have got it done. I'm sure a phone call could have got it done. You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all did see, I looked into it. I was watching it. I just be following, so it alerted me. The girl Sugar, the nigga live with, she contacted the mama and was like, hey, woo, woo, woo. But guess what the mama did? The mama cussed her out. Like, bitch, you can't speak for my son. She trying to figure out what you need. Let me get the money. Cause this nigga, he must have sucked on his mama. Like, go see what she want. But the mama cussed her out because he wouldn't get on the phone. You know what I'm saying? And she said, I was just trying to be, and she said, I just said, fuck it. Now nigga told Posey when they paid her bills from Arkansas, some the nigga he plexing with. But that's all soap opera shit, man. She wrong for that, man. If we didn't have social media, what she'd have did? Think about it. She want attention, man. That's what women do, man. They try to deface you, like you said. She said what she did. She did that to embarrass him. She trying to devalue him. Because if niggas really fell for that okie doke and believe that, they'll jump off his little bandwagon he got going. Now he ain't got no money and you ain't got no money. What? Y'all just gonna be broke and happy together, huh? See, women don't think that all the way out. They don't. They emotional. They just right then, right now. So I bet if we see a video tomorrow, I love my son. He the best. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's just what it is,
You
man.
ain't
I'm gonna
lying.
land it right there. I'm gonna land it right there. Yeah.
I trust. Talk to
Yeah, that shit. That's. I'm
us.
really
Toxic as fuck, huh?
disgusted. I'm disgusted at it, bro. It was just disgusting. You know what I'm saying? For a mother and a son to take their business on social media before the world, and especially about some money, nigga. Let me tell you something. Me and my mama, we both bullheaded, right? Hard headed than a motherfucker. We bump heads all the time. You know what I'm saying? We bump heads all the time, but guess what? For sure, social media we not gonna do, but when we in front of other people, we could be arguing, just got through arguing. You ain't gonna know we into it. You see what I'm saying? Because
Shout out
that's
to Annie.
our
What's up,
business.
Annie?
That's our shit. That's our personal thing that we got going on. Now my brother, He might hear the shit because that's my brother. But I might call, "Well, your mama full of shit, boy." You know, you know what I'm saying? But that's our business.
Me.
You know what I mean? I feel like the bond. I feel like the bond between any parent should be something special. Even a father. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do my son like that as a father. I would, you know what I mean? I would like Reese say, I wouldn't care if this nigga got $100 million. Nigga, I'm proud of you. You ain't gotta do a motherfucking thing for me. Seeing you make it is enough for me. You know what I'm saying? So for her to bring that out there, man, it was a low blow. And then for him to post some shit about his mama on social media is low to the flow. You know what I'm saying? Like what are y'all doing here? You know what I'm saying? But another thing Rich said, the apple don't fall too far from the tree.
Yeah, and that's
The
and I'm
apple
gonna
don't
come
fall
in
too far
on that
from the
point
tree.
before we go to Yogi. You know, when I watched it, man, like I'm like Trust. I was disgusted. I'm like, is this shit real? And I guess the questions I had was, how did it come to this? What caused this? Why is this happening? These was questions that came up in my mind as I watched it go down. And he's an adult. It's both their fault. They both need to be held accountable, right? But the reason why I'm gonna go in on his mother is because you chose to lay up with men and have babies with them without demanding marriage. Whatever you did or your lifestyle or your ways, it caused the man that may have wanted to be in your child life to get the hell away because you was too toxic. And basically, you are reaping the punishment of the seed that you created. You created that. And basically it's almost like it's coming back to haunt you. So let me add some context to what I'm saying. She has multiple children. She has 2 sons and a daughter. One of her sons is Finesse 2tymes. Career criminal, gang banger, been to prison, been to jail, right? Don't know how to manage his money. His other son, he wants to be a rapper. He's not as popular, not as notarized. Gang banger, tattoos all over his face. He's a thug. Her daughter, she's a pretty little old stud. She a stud. She gay. So, if I have to assess the situation and I'm looking at her fruit that she's bared, what's the common denominator? Who's the common denominator? The mother.
The mama.
The mama. You've created destruction. And this is the problem I have with our coach. Look how she was talking. If you would have closed your eyes, you would have thought it was some 21-year-old hood chick. Mm-hmm. But it was a 50-something-year-old woman. Mind blowing. And my plane landed. Big Yogi?
Man, all I want to say first off about this situation, man, is clout. That's a hell of a disease, boy. Man, you ain't got to sit up here and put all that shit on Front Street, man. Because to me, what the mama is doing is you trying to defame this man's character so he can lose what he got going on, like Rich said. And then now y'all both gonna be looking like 2 broke motherfuckers if the shit go where it's supposed to go, no, right? I can't see shit. Now, I feel 2 ways about the situation. 2 things that I look at when I see this, right? One, me as a black man, right, having a mother, or had a mother, you know what I'm saying? If I was to come into bread like that, the first person I'm gonna take care of and make sure she's straight to where she can kick her feet up and chill is my mama. You know what I'm saying? Because all the sacrifices and everything she done for me to get to the point where I'm at, where I got bread like that, I'm gonna make sure she's straight. that first make me question what kind of mother were you that make him not want to do that for you? That's the first question, right? That ties into what Rock just said. The kids that you made, that tells me everything I need to know, right? I was watching. I was when you gave us the topics. I was watching videos. I even seen a couple of quality, and I was watching videos pertaining to this matter. And he was doing a song on one of the things that I was. Now this is just one like probably like one little piece of his issues with his mama. Okay, he fucked up, got himself locked up, right? You got to be accountable for that. But he's saying nobody wrote him, nobody came to see him, right? Not even his mama. Not even his mama. This was, if you listen to what he's saying in the song that he's singing, this is what he's saying, right? So to me, and I don't know if this facts, but that sound like abandonment issues, bro. Like he don't fuck with you. I heard her say that, yo, well, my son don't love me. You know what I'm saying? What did you do to him to make him not love you? And then I seen a part of it where she was when Rich said she was cussing out Suge, right? But I seen a video with Suge showing cash apps and all that shit to the mama where they sending her money. What it sounds like is he doing for it, but the bitch is ungrateful. That's not enough. I gotta sit up here and go to work, man. I'm gonna piggyback out what Rich said again. I don't want my child doing shit for me. My nigga, I got you to the point where you at now where you got it like that. If you choose to, cool. If you don't, cool. I'm still gonna go out here and go make my own way. You know what I'm saying? I seen a part of it too. She's talking about she asked him to pay for a dispatcher class and get her a box truck. Right? That's little, right? That's something that a man making that kind of money that he make it do. But once again, it makes me question what kind of mother were you to him growing up? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So a lot of that shit, man, like a lot of that shit, man, like I don't know, man. Like it sounds like both of them fucked up to me. Pretty much point blank period, man. Because I seen a lot of stuff with Finesse, and he talks about his daddy more than he talk about his mama. So he got a real issue with his mama. And for him to push Suge off on his mama to make her take care of his mama and not him take care of his mama personally. She say one time, man, that nigga he moved her with her to Houston, and she woke up one morning and the house was clear, nobody was there. Man, that nigga got an issue with you, mama. Hey, man, y'all need therapy. My plan is landed, man. I'm cool.
can
Yes,
I
sir.
just say one thing right quick?
You got it.
I didn't you
Gotta go to
I
the next
don't
song.
know if I don't know if you played that part, but you remember when the mama was talking about you fly girls out, you spend millions on this and you buy niggas weed. See, that let me know you was just watching a nigga money, because what that got to do with the price of tea in China, what I do with my money. You know what I'm saying? I just want to throw that point in because the mama show brought that up. Like, you be giving your homeboys this and spending money on them hoes. And I was like, God damn,
Yeah, she pocket watching like a
riding bitch.
motherfucker.
Yeah, she pocket watching.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. All right, so we're
Okay.
gonna go and get to the
Next one.
next topic. Good shit, y'all. Mute your mics.